Well, it doesn't generally get this dark at this hour of the day. It's quite raining now. We are in France. We roamed around France in these last 10 days, and we are celebrating in this episode the 7 days countdown to the start of Paralympics. How excited are you?
Super excited. I think my first Olympics, my first Paralympics from venue.
Yes.
And honestly, for the last 10 days, we have spoken so much about it. The anticipation and. Look, Paralympics, Rohan, oh wow. Yeah, it's starting to, pour quite hard. Well, Rohan, Paralympics, I think, or Paralympians are all about the human story, the inspiration, the manifestation, and that is where, the mental strength.
Yeah.
And the beauty of sport all coming together. I think I'm badly waiting for Paralympics. By the way, if you guys are thinking why two shades of the t-shirt, of course, no, it's not a new in fashion. It's just that we got wet while shooting. Rohan, what are you waiting for?
Yes, I have covered the Asian Para Games, and it was lovely to learn about all these stories, see them in action, and really waiting for the Paralympics to start. It's one of my favorite events. If you see, I have been following after Hangzhou.
Yeah.
I have been following the para sports quite a lot,
Closely,
and it just drives me. But in this episode, as we discussed, we are celebrating the 7 days countdown. We'll be talking about 7 such athletes. As we are targeting 25 to 30 medals, it's quite difficult to pick out 7 medals. Every athlete is special, and but let's talk about the 7 athletes who comes to our mind first. Who is the first athlete who comes to your mind first when it comes to Paralympics?
Okay, I'll give you a hint and you have to understand. Okay, this athlete, javelin thrower, and breaks record for fun.
Yeah, Sumit Antil. Yes, Sumit Antil is absolutely a phenomenal athlete. As we talk about Neeraj Chopra, we have to talk about Sumit Antil also, because this guy breaks his own records, breaks world records for fun.
Absolutely.
In Tokyo also, in every throw he was making, he was breaking records. He did that in Asian Games also. A gold, we are expecting no less than a gold. No pressure, Sumit bhai.
No pressure, just a gold, no pressure. No, but he's fantastic. In fact, you remember, Rohan, you and I were discussing when we were watching javelin throw in Asian Games.
Yeah.
We were actually discussing that most of the throws are lesser than what Sumit throws.
Yeah.
So he is brilliant.
सुमित डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन फ्लैग बेरर किस तैयारी किस माइंडसेट से जा रहे हैं?
काफ़ी अच्छी तैयारी है मैम, और एज अ फ्लैग बेरर बन के काफ़ी खुशी हो रही है। इतने अच्छे कॉन्टिजेंट का फ्लैग बेरर बन के गर्व महसूस हो रहा है खुद पे। और रही बात डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन की, जिस तरीके से तैयारी किया, हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि वापस चैंपियन का टैग इंडिया में ही आएगा।
Now for the next athlete, again a hint.
Yeah.
He's superb. You're expecting no less than gold for him, but he misses by inches, and he has still not seen that golden color. Who am I talking about?
Yeah, Yogesh Kathunia, another very favorite athlete of mine. He has been winning silvers every tournament he's performing, be it Tokyo, be it World Championship, be it the Asian Games. He has been missing that gold medal by whiskers. In Asian Games, he threw the farthest, but it was Raza point system that he missed out the gold on. But Yogesh bhai is a prospect for.
Absolutely. I think Yogesh Kathunia is just simply superb. And again, gold or silver, these are the two medal prospects that come to one's mind immediately.
जो प्रेशर है गोल्ड का और चाहे कोई भी मेडल का हो, वो प्रेशर हमेशा पिछले की ट्रेनिंग से स्टार्ट होता है सारी चीज़ें। तो मैं हमेशा से अपने आप को मोटिवेट करता हूँ कि मैं आज ट्रेनिंग करूँ और जितना ज़्यादा हो सके मैं हर चीज़ पे, डाइट पे, फिजियोथेरेपी पे, ट्रेनिंग पे पूरा ध्यान दूँ। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ मिस्टेक्स काफ़ी टाइम से मेरे को चल रही थी, क्योंकि 2022 सेशन मेरा बहुत ज़बरदस्त गया था। उस टाइम पे मैंने वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड भी क्रिएट किया था। लेकिन 2023 में हुआ क्या, मेरे को सर्वाइकल रेडिकुलोपैथी होगी, तो मैंने उसको इग्नोर करा। मुझे पता नहीं चला कि मैं सोचता था कि दर्द है, कोई नहीं, चले जाएगा। वो धीरे धीरे इतना बढ़ गया था कि वो लेफ़्ट साइड में पूरा आने लग गया था। तो उस वजह से अगर मैं इस हाथ से कुछ पकड़ भी रहा था तो वो अपने आप छूट जा रहा था। तो जैसा आपने बोला था एशियन गेम्स का, तो एशियन गेम में मेरे को बहुत मज़ा आता है सुमित का इवेंट देखते हैं, हमने साथ में भी ट्रेनिंग करी है। और टोक्यो पैरालंपिक्स में भी साथ में रूम भी शेयर करा था। और मैं जब आया था तो सुमित ने बोला यार वो मज़ा नहीं आया, लेकिन चलो कोई नहीं, सिल्वर आया। तो मैंने बोला जो मेरी चीज़ कमी पूरी हुई थी वो तू पूरी करके आना। तो ये गोल्ड लेके आया था, तो वो चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा शानदार थी और देश के लिए मेडल लेके आया। ऐसे ही प्रेशर को हैंडल करना मैं धीरे धीरे सीख रहा हूँ। उसके बाद मैंने अब रिहैब करा और उसके बाद मैंने नेशनल में जब मेरा गोल्ड आया था अभी गोवा नेशनल्स में, तो मेरा सीज़न बेस्ट हुआ। तो मुझको वहाँ से कॉन्फिडेंस आया वापस से कि हाँ मैं अब वापस से कुछ कर सकता हूँ। तो अब जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें जो कमी रह जा रही है उसको पूरा करने के लिए हम पूरी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, अपनी टीम के साथ पूरा वर्क कर रहे हैं, मेरे कोच हैं उनके साथ पूरा मतलब टाइम स्पेंड कर रहे हैं। तो इस बार जो कॉम्पिटिशन्स आगे वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप है, पेरिस पैरालंपिक्स है, उस पर पूरा ध्यान देंगे कि वो कमी जो पिछले इवेंट्स में रह गई थी, जो हमने इग्नोर कर दी थी, वो इसमें पूरी कर पाएँ और होपफुली हम अपना बेस्ट देंगे।
So we continue our Dam Shiraz, athlete Shiraz, you know. So next is, now let's go to a she.
Yeah.
Okay. She's magnificent. She has broken every barrier. She has won every medal except the Olympics. Who am I talking about?
Mansi Joshi. So yes, Mansi Joshi is another such athlete, really inspirational. She talks really well.
Yeah.
I had the chance of speaking with her in China during the Asian Para Games.
Yeah.
She's such an inspiration. But again, as you mentioned, the only medal that is left to get a place in her trophy cabinet is the Paralympics, and I hope, fingers crossed, she does that this time.
I'm quite sure she will.
Trust me, when I say I'm an athlete with disability, I also am aware of what has happened to me in the past. So all these comments sometimes don't bother me. Most of the time it doesn't bother me because I have been through something so difficult that I don't know anybody else who's talking these things have been through. So if I have a bad day, I've had worse day in the past and I've dealt with it and I'm at the best. So I don't listen to all these like I know it happens. And some days are rough, some days are not. And to me personally, it doesn't matter if I win a match or lose a match. For me, if I perform the best when I'm training the best, I'm happy. If I didn't perform because I didn't train well, then I work harder to become better.
Since we are talking about badminton, let's continue to another badminton player. She's young.
Okay.
She talks well, and she is an absolute medal prospect. Shares the name with a cricketer.
Palak Kohli. She was the youngest badminton player in Tokyo. She is now 22. So she's now 22. Palak Kohli, and her story is such an inspirational. After Tokyo, she has been winning medals.
Right.
In Tokyo, she did not win a medal, but she missed out the bronze by
By a whisker.
Yeah,
absolutely.
by a whisker in Deuce match.
Yeah.
In Deuce. But after that, she won the Asian medals. But she had to go through a surgery of a bone tumor, where everyone said that she won't be coming back
to badminton. But that is exactly what I was saying, Rohan. These human stories, these defying odds. Then everyone, was saying that she's not going to make a comeback, and look at the way she has made a comeback, and now she's an absolute medal prospect.
She was out of the world rankings.
Yes.
So she did not get a grade A tournament to play for the qualification. She came back after the surgery, played Group 3, won that, qualified to the higher ranked tournaments, and then she ultimately qualified for two events in Paralympics.
Absolutely. And she could well join Manu Bhaker if she gets medals in both.
Yeah.
As you mentioned before, I was the youngest one to qualify for 3 events in the world for Tokyo Paralympics and Para Badminton. So definitely it was a feeling of excitement along with nervousness as well, because in para sports we have only one event, which is Asian Youth Games, and which is of age category, like under 21. And rest all events we play in seniors only, all internationals, every tournament. So I think it's pretty tough to compete against the athletes who are much more experienced than you, who have been playing the sport since so long. So, but I think it has been a lot of good experience for me and a great years to play with them, to gain confidence playing against them. So definitely I take that as an inspiration to see athletes with various disabilities in my fraternity playing. That also gives me an inspiration to work more harder. And talking about medals, yes, I have won a lot of medals, and in Asian Youth Games, I had won triple medals, including 1 gold and 2 bronze medals. But life had different challenges for me, and I had also gone through a major surgery in my life recently, which was fighting with bone tumor, and again making a comeback with nowhere there in the world ranking and to make it back to the Paris Paralympics. I think it has been a great journey for me, and I'm super proud to have myself back and to qualify for Paris. And I have qualified for 2 events. I will be playing women's singles as well as mixed doubles with Suhasbia. So I think it's all fingers crossed, and the preparations are going very good. And I just take a lot of learnings from the tournament. And I think that's the only way to move forward ahead in life. And so I think everywhere, whether it's tournaments, whether you're winning tournaments, whether we are getting a good fight in the tournaments, whether you are losing very close, I think it's all series of up and down in life of an athlete. So yes, I think we should focus on the positives and look ahead. And since there are very less days left for the games, my full focus is towards my goal.
I will not tell the event. I'll tell nothing. I'll tell you that he is a favorite athlete of yours. And the moment I talk about him, the lights come on. I'm talking about none other than Ravi Rangoli. One name at least I'll say. No, I can't give him I can't give him all the names. But yeah, Ravi Rangoli.
Ravi Rongali.
Rongali. Yes,
yeah,
sorry.
So Ravi is another such story. Yeah.
Do you mind to? Yeah, thank you.
So Ravi is another inspirational story. His parents sold out the lands,
Yes.
their farming lands, to fund his tournaments, to fund for his equipments. He started his journey as a badminton player, but then shifted to shot put and javelin also. But he stick to shot put and another medal prospect, Ravi Rongali.
I didn't target on medal, sir. I focus on only my performance, sir. Consistently improve on my performance, then medal I will get definitely medal, sir. Otherwise, without performance, we can't we will not get medal in Olympics, sir. My coach and I have some plans to achieve good performance and a good distance in my throws. For that, what we have to do, how we have to train. According to that, we plan accordingly. Sir, we have only 8 months or 9 months, sir. In these 9 months, we will plan.
He's a badminton player.
Yeah.
Recently spoke to him.
Yeah.
And in fact, he retweeted that interview and said that, in fact, his dialogue is that no more, we are not going to be satisfied just by the podium finish.
Yeah.
We want that gold. Who am I talking about?
Sukant Kadam. Sukant Bhai is another sensational athlete. Again, got a chance to interact with him in Hangzhou and again a few days back. And that one comment that he did about the change of mindset of the athletes, that there was a generation who thought of qualifying for the Paralympics. Now there came the generation of who targeted podium finishes, and now we are thinking no less than golds. Because he said that he wants to finish India to finish on a rank of 10 to 15.
Absolutely.
So that's the mindset that we're talking about.
प्रेशर को तो हम लोग हमेशा पॉजिटिवली डाइवर्ट करते हैं. वी डोंट टेक इट एज अ प्रेशर. वी ऑलवेज यूज इट in the positive way that people are expecting, and we are working really hard. So of course we'll go there and perform our best. And Paralympics ka tag itself is a very huge, it makes a once in a life moment for everyone. So it's a big event, and That's make it very special for us. And the difference in the Paralympics is like it comes in a 4 year. So it takes a lot of time to come, and it like within a fraction of second it goes away. So that's make it very special for this event.
Now, because it's 7 days to go, so we have reached the 7th athlete. And by the way, just to say, we are not ranking them. We are just randomly telling the numbers.
Whoever is coming to mind.
Exactly. So, because I will now give you the privilege, the honor of giving the clues for the 7th athlete, and I'll guess.
He's another badminton player, male badminton player.
Okay.
One of the most inspirational stories, because we talk about balancing academics and sports.
Go no further.
He's an IAS officer.
Go no further. Suhas Yathiraj, yes?
Yeah, Suhas Yathiraj.
Yeah, please go on with his story.
Yeah, I mean, such an inspirational story. IAS officer is the highest that you can achieve in Indian UPSC topper. Being an IAS officer, being the district magistrate for so many important districts, and winning golds in Paralympics. So he has done it all. He has done it all. When we spoke about to him also on this one, how do you manage sports and academics both at the top level? So he is fantastic.
Absolutely. I think my favorite thing about Suhas Yathiraj is, in spite of being who he is, the way he speaks, the moment you ask him, how do you manage both, he would go like, "Arey, ho jata hai," So
and the biggest thing is he's so down to earth.
I look at it in a different way. I have won matches in millimeters and I have lost matches in millimeters. So I know that on a given day, if I play well, I'll win. If I don't play well, I'll bloody well lose. I have lost matches sufficient number of times to have me grounded, and as I said, it starts with 0-0. On the day, whoever plays better, he is going to win, irrespective of whether or not they have performed well in the past. So I don't put any pressure or I don't allow myself the thoughts of all the past performances. Every day is a new day, and it's equally good for me and the other player.
So as you saw what the athletes have told us in our course, in a journey with them, as we celebrated the athletes after different tournaments, but here are some special mentions because we can't miss them out. Sheetal Devi. So what are inspirational stories? Sheetal Devi is one of a kind. So
she is not even inspirational. She's beyond inspirational, beyond magical. I mean, honestly, Sheetal Devi is how do I describe it? Like, I can't even.
She's an example.
Yeah, she's an example
that you can do anything if you want, if you have the willpower.
Absolutely.
And it's really hard to miss out on Pramod Bhagat for that incident, unfortunate incident. A sure shot gold medal miss, I would say. He was defending the gold medal. Sukant Bhai also told about this one, how big of a miss Pramod Bhagat is. So that's
absolutely. I think, while we will be supporting all our Paralympians, we will be missing Pramod Bhagat because A, he was the defending, gold medalist, and B, Pramod Bhagat is another superb athlete, superb story. We'll end our discussion. Yeah. We'll be coming.
The rain has started.
Exactly. I mean, we can't, stand here anymore because it's raining very hard. While we quickly run to the shade, why don't you go and watch what Sukant Kadam had to say about Pramod Bhagat and missing out on probably another medal. While you do that, please like, share and subscribe to Red Sports, because we will be working very hard and we will be bringing updates on every single sport from every single venue in Paralympics and of course other sports as well. So keep watching Red Sports, keep following us and keep supporting us. Thank you so much.
मतलब बहुत बड़ा लॉस है आई मीन फॉर द नेशन, क्योंकि मैं प्रमोद भैया के साथ तो मतलब काफ़ी ईयर से हूँ और मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा जब सुना मैंने कि ऐसा हुआ। आई मीन इतना इंडिया का गोल्ड मेडल का चांस था एंड वी मिस्ड इट आउट. सो बहुत बुरा लगा. हम लोग डबल्स खेलते हैं साथ में एंड बीइंग हिम एज अ सीनियर एंड मेंटर फॉर मी, आई मीन बहुत अच्छा गाइड करते हैं. हिज नेचर इज़ वेरी डाउन टू अर्थ. तो एक इतने बड़े सीनियर को मिस आउट करके टीम में बहुत बुरा लगता है.